Good day, YouTube. This is J Money with Falling Forward Financial. I just found another mental health stock here. I've been researching a lot of mental health. As you follow my channel, I've talked about psychedelics that help with PTSD, anxiety, stress, alcoholism, so on. In regards to the pandemic, well, you could say we're still in it, especially last year. There was, not that it was great before, but stress levels are up, anxiety's up, other mental disorders. So I've been researching psychedelics and come across this one and found this one pretty interesting, and it's got a great ratings. And so I wanted to present this one and let you all know about it. But this one's NEURONETICS, ticker is STIM. Here you can kind of see what it's done over the last month, up 24%, up a little, almost 8% over the last week. And here's kind of what it's doing today. So from 1306 on up to 1367. And looks like it might be testing that range again here. So if you don't know what this one is, it engages in designing, developing, and marketing products for patients suffering from psychiatric disorders. It operates through the United States and international geographic segments. Been around since 2001. 1 million average volume being traded, and a $352 million market cap. It's got ratings coming up later this month. It looks like outside of this quarter, it looks like they've beat on earnings about every time. So this is kind of where I came across the article. I did a video on ticker HAVLF. It's another psychedelic I just released yesterday. You can find that in the library. If you're interested in these type of stocks, I would recommend watching that one as well. But back to that's how I come across this article as well. So this is a commercial stage medical technology company focused designing, developing, marketing products to improve quality of life for patients who suffer from psychiatric disorders. The first commercial product is the NeuroStar, non-invasive, non-systematic, office-based treatment that uses transcranial magnet stimulation, or TMS, to create a pulsed MRI strength magnetic field that includes electrical currents designed to stimulate specific areas of the brain associated with mood. And so I thought this was really interesting. It's been cleared by the U.S. States Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, so that's got to say a lot for it, for the treatment of major depressive disorder in adult patients who have failed to achieve satisfactory improvement from prior antidepressant medication in the current episode. And as we all know, the antidepressant medication is huge in the United States. I shouldn't give my opinion, but I'm going to. Feel free to state your own opinion in the comments. I feel antidepressants are overprescribed. I believe there's too many people on them. I realize there's a lot of depression out there, but it just seems like a lot of people just want to take a pill, and I like to look at these types of remedies, or homeopathic or something else besides a antidepressant. If you look at the disclosure on some of those, they're kind of scary, but I'm not a doctor or anything, just giving my opinion and telling you my thoughts on them. But I know a lot of people on them. Like I've said on my channel, I sell health insurance or life insurance, and going through the disclosure, well, I do health insurance as well, and there's a lot of people taking antidepressants, so it's just kind of one of those things that are prescribed a lot by doctors. So and they work for some people, and some people should probably look to get off, but I'm just stating my own opinion, and again, take it for what it's worth, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so but I just thought this was interesting in the world of antidepressants, where those are so prescribed quite a bit. If we could find some other therapies and get into some good stocks that are a little bit more healthier for the patients and make some money off of it that way, is kind of how I'm looking at it. Working with NeuroStar Therapy System, the company's TouchStar protocol is a non-drug, non-invasive transcranial magnet stimulation, or TMS. So I thought this was rather interesting information. So, since falling to $1.46 in March, NeuroNetics has seen a share price soar of 480%, rising to a yearly high of $8.51. And so, like I said, this one can be pretty volatile. So, if you're looking to get into this one, not that I give tax, legal, or trading advice, there's going to be some volatility with it. I'm looking at getting into this one. I like the ratings on it. I like what they do. I'm just waiting for a good entry point, and it'll be a long-term hold for myself. So, but here on MSN Money, it's got a strong buy, as you can see. And we already went over the market cap, the volume, the open, and what it closed at. Here's their actual website. Our mission: renewing lives by transforming neural health. Like I said, I've done massage therapy for almost 30 years. I just do it part-time now, and looking to retire soon, but I've been in healthcare for just about 30 years, and I've seen a lot of people with depression on antidepressants and so on. So it's always been kind of a passion for me in the back of my mind. So transforming neural health so again, it's a system-leading transcranial magnet stimulation, or TMS, treatment for a major depressive disorder, and is backed by the largest clinical data set of any TMS system. And like I said earlier, it did show that it was FDA approved, so you can't even say that about the corona supposed vaccines that they're pushing so hard. Those aren't even FDA approved, so, and this is. So our mission, neural health achieved for people everywhere. We designed NeuroStar as a non-invasive therapeutic alternative treatment patients who suffer from major depressive disorder, and to address many of the key limitations and existing treatment options. So just Google depression. You'll see that it was up last year. You'll see anxiety was up in regards to the 19. Alcoholism was up. Loneliness. I mean, it's all just kind of a revolving circle. Depression, anxiety, stress, PTSD. And then if you try to cover it up with alcohol or drugs or whatever you're trying to do, it's just a vicious circle. So it's just kind of sad, but it affects a lot of people. Transforming lives starts with you. And here's kind of the timeline. 1 million treatments. Most major insurers cover TMS, so you could even possibly get it covered by insurance. Medicare and TRICARE covered coast to coast. NeuroNetics announces IPO in 2018. And 2017, NeuroStar brand transformation receives FDA clearance for 19-minute DASH protocol. And here's a bunch of headlines. Dr. Oz, Fox, it's been all over. So more I research this, more I'm really starting to like it. So betting big on what could be the next big biotech boom. And this is just dated yesterday. So $52 billion pain management market. So just think if you could tap into a tenth of that, it would be huge. $14 billion antidepressant market. And again, just think if you could get into 10% of that, and $4.5 trillion global wellness market are all coming together to make what could be a mega opportunity for a segment that few can ignore anymore. And here's some of the other ones. I'm gonna be working on a video for Sage and some of these other ones, but this is the one we're talking about now, NEURONETICS, or STIM. And this is the other one that I just covered yesterday, a little known company, Haven Life. We think as an entrance to the public market, couldn't have come at a better time post-pandemic world, where opiates, antidepressants, PTSD treatments, and immunity-boosting supplements may see demand soar. So the way I look at these is it's kind of a ground floor opportunity. That's why I'm looking at them. But go ahead and check out this video for Haven Life. There's a lot of good information in that as well. So could this be the hottest investment sector for 2021? This is the article. We already went over some of that information. This talks about psychedelics and the Haven Life, so feel free to check that out. I'll try to link that in the description. NEURONETICS soars 39.2%, is further upside left in the stock, and this is just dated on May 6th. So closed at $14.13. The move was backed by a solid move with far more shares changing hands than in a normal session. Compares to the stock's 17.1% loss over the past 4 weeks. And feel free to pause and go over this information here. Just kind of goes over the price and consensus for 2018, 19, 20, 21, and on into 2022. It's showing the growth. Medical device company focused on psychiatric disorders is expected to post quarterly loss of 33 cents per share in its upcoming report, which represents a year-over-year change of 51.5%. Revenues are expected to be $11.5 million, up 0.1 from a year ago this quarter. Again, this kind of goes over some more information on NEURONETICS. Stock carries a hold with the ZEX. NEURONETICS celebrates 100,000 treatment milestone for Southern California TMS Center. And this is dated on the 17th. So the provider with 12 treatment centers across Southern California has delivered more than 100,000 NeuroStar transcranial magnet stimulation, or TMS. So that's got to say a lot for it as well, to do more than 100,000. The immediate past president and clinical TMS society, and was one of the NeuroStar providers following FDA approval in 2008. So it's actually been FDA approved for about 13 years, so quite a while. And I'm just going to slowly scroll through here, and you can pause and read through the rest. So it's an advanced therapy for mental health, is a non-drug, which I liked. Non-invasive treatment for adults with major depressive disorder, or MDD, that uses magnetic pulses to stimulate areas of the brain that are underactive in depression. And so, I mean, for a non-drug therapy, this is huge, I think, so compared to all the people out there with depression, and so this could really help out a lot of people, and they wouldn't have to take a drug and have some side effects and whatever else they may cause. So, and this goes over a little bit more about NEURONETICS. Over here to Reddit, really didn't find any information there. Over here to StockTwits. So, oh, you gotta love StockTwits. Sometimes I'm afraid to even click on here. You never know what is going to be on here, but we're all adults, right? So if you don't like it, just hit the advance button. But this is amazing. What do you think? STIM down 5.61%, downtrend declining for 3 consecutive days. View odds for this and other indicators. So it's down a little bit. So I always say that might be a buying opportunity, but again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. Here's kind of some of the next. So Acadia Health. These are kind of some of the other tickers in the article that we talked about earlier. Sage Therapeutics at 71.55. Cassava Sciences and NEURONETICS. So just so happened to be I pick the cheaper of the 4, but sometimes cheaper's not always the best, but this is kind of where I started. So Mark's 100,000, we already went over that. Not too much other information over here, but this is what I liked. You don't see this too often. NEURONETICS here on tip ranks, currently at 1370, showing a strong buy. 3 out of 3, so can't complain too much about that, with a 53% upside of $21, and so I can't go wrong with that at all. But that is all that I have for NEURONETICS. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments, but I think it's definitely one to look at. Even if you just do a couple shares and just kind of watch it and see what it does, that's probably what I'm going to try doing, but you can see the volatility in here, so I wouldn't dump my life savings into it right away until you kind of see the what it's going to do. But kind of ran down here, and it looks like it's starting to recover, and maybe it'll go back up to 17, so we'll just have to wait and see. But it's had a great year, almost 580%. Could have got into it for $1.80 and had a really nice run up here to 21. But with these type of drugs, where it's a non-drug type of thing, therapy for depression, I could see it hitting $20 again. That's just me being optimistic, but I don't like taking drugs, meds. So if I needed this particular type of therapy, I'd be all over this, just so you didn't have to take a drug for it anymore. So, like I said, that's all that I have on this one. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. That really helps out the channel, as well as subscribing. And if you haven't, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Jay Money, following Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.